Ecstasy, also known as Mdma or Molly, acts as both a stimulant and a hallucinogen. Street names include Atom, Disco Biscuit, Crystal, and Hug Drug. Ecstasy is illegal. It is also a Schedule I drug, meaning that it has a high risk of potential abuse and serves no real medical purpose. Known as a party drug, ecstasy can come in either a pill or powder form. It can come in many different sizes and bright colors, with the tablets often looking like candy. People can take it by swallowing gel capsules, pills, and tablets. Usually some take it with powder, crystal, or liquid, crushed or snorted. In some instances, it is occasionally smoked.
Ecstasy has several effects on the body. The short-term effects of the usage of ecstasy is having an enhanced sense of well-being, jaw clenching, and teeth grinding. The long-term effects of using ecstasy is causing permanent damage to nerve cells, poor memory recollection, and feeling regularly depressed. The impact of using ecstasy on the brain and neurotransmitter is permanently damaging neural cells and replacing certain neurotransmitters. The usage rate for ecstasy in 2022 is for people 12 or older 0.8%, or 2.2 million people reported the use of ecstasy in the past year. There are a few statistics on rates of addiction to ecstasy. Research varies regarding risk of addiction or even whether it is addictive at all. Nearly 23% of all drug overdose deaths involved psychostimulants like ecstasy. There are a few cases of overdose deaths where ecstasy was the only drug involved. Ecstasy use generally showed a declining trend in self-reported use among specific high-risk populations in the US and Europe, though some populations saw stable rates. The most affected age group is young adults ages 18 to 25, showing just how willing young people are to give up all they have for the temporary pleasure of ecstasy.
Research from the Centers for Disease Control showed that nearly 23% of all drug overdose deaths in 2019 involved psychostimulants like ecstasy. There are very few cases of overdose death where ecstasy was the only drug involved.
If you are concerned that a loved one is using ecstasy, look out for physical signs such as jaw clenching and dilated pupils, or behavioral signs such as increased secrecy and social withdrawal. Initial consequences include a deadly rapid rise in body temperature known as hyperexia, nausea, high blood pressure, restless legs, and involuntary jaw clenching. Long-term effects can occur with even just one use, and they include paranoia, anxiety, heart disease, memory issues, and change in verbal, visual, and short-term memory, reasoning, and recognition. It's not worth the legal consequences either, as the defendant guilty of possession would pay a $1,000 fine for their first offense. Someone with one prior offense gets 15 days to 2 years in prison and a $2,500 fine. 3 or more instances lead to 90 days to 30 years in jail and a fine of at least $5,000. Mdma impairs users' mental health, therefore causing potential damage to connections within a community. Since an illegal drug, use can influence crime rates as well.
You will be betrayed by Mdma.